We're closing stop to this contest at 1 minute 53 seconds of the 5th round. Declaring your winner by knockout and still the Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion, Callum Simpson.
So Ghana's soldier boxer, that is Elvis Ahorgah, lost his first international bout and what would have been his first title if he had defeated UK boxer Callum Simpson to win the Commonwealth Super Middleweight title on February 1st, 2025 in the UK, Wembley to be precise. But unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I'm going to tell you why I believe soldier boxer couldn't win this fight. Now, let's get right into it. And firstly, the first thing that I noticed that didn't really go down well for Elvis Ahorgah was that he didn't get much preparation time, and because he accepted the fight on a short notice. Now, Elvis Ahorgah was initially scheduled to fight in the UK in December, and the fight against his opponent didn't come off. The last time Elvis Ahorgah fought was in October according to BoxRec, and hasn't fought since then. Now, he accepted the fight in the ending part of January, only to fight in the first day of February, and he accepted it on a short notice. He had to work on his visa. He didn't get proper training time. He was used to the weather in Ghana, fighting in the hot weather, so he had to get to the UK 1 month ahead of time to fight, but that didn't happen. He accepted the fight on a short notice. Less than 2 weeks he was in the UK, and if he had trained for like 7 days, the rest of the 7 days he used it for PR, used it for press conference and weigh-in session, so he didn't get much time to prepare in shape for this particular fight. Unlike his opponent, that is Simpson. Simpson had already fought in the month of January, and 3 weeks after, he was fighting Elvis Ahorgah in the fight that they just fought. So Simpson was well conditioned and prepared for the fight, unlike the Ghanaian boxer. Now, number two, his strategy didn't go as planned. I believe that Elvis Ahorgah's strategy going to this fight was to go out there and knock out his opponent. He knew that for him to win this title, he has to knock out Simpson in this fight, because if the fight travels to the end, normally for fighters coming out of Africa, when we go all out fighting for points, the results that didn't go our way. So soldier boxer knew that going to the fight was going to knock out his opponent, and for him to do that, he had to fight pound for pound with his opponent. But Simpson in the initial rounds noticed that if he decides to go toe-to-toe with soldier boxer, he was going to lose. So what did Simpson, the UK boxer, do? He decided to push soldier boxer to the ropes, and that is where soldier boxer can't function properly. So this is another reason why I believe that soldier boxer couldn't win the fight, and that is because his strategy to knock out his opponent didn't go as planned. The third reason why I believe soldier boxer didn't win this fight and got knocked out in round 5 is because soldier boxer had a very slow defensive reaction. Throughout the fight, Elvis Ahorgah struggled to block and even evade Simpson's powerful combinations. He often covered up but still absorbed heavy shots, making him an easy target for the UK boxer's precise attacks. This is because, see, Elvis Ahorgah was always attacking his opponent, and instead of taking cover and all that, he was entering into a dangerous zone where his opponent, that is Simpson, would throw him the jabs and work on his body, and it exposed him. So it will be like he is covering his body, then it will expose him and the shot will go to his face. So he was getting damage as the fight wore on. Now, the fourth reason why I believe that Elvis Ahorgah lost this fight is because he wasn't effective with his counter-punching, what we call combo of punches, combination of punches. Although Elvis Ahorgah threw some wild shots, he failed to land consistent counters to keep Simpson at bay. On the other hand, Simpson was able to attack without much fear of punishment in return. Now, you realize that in the first 2-3 rounds, when Elvis Ahorgah was able to land a good punch, instead of following with 2 or 3 punches, heavy punches to knock down his opponent, he will relax and let his opponent, that is Simpson, recover, and that was at his own detriment. You realize that for Simpson to knock out Soldier Boxer, when he threw the first right and realized that he had landed very well, he added another right before a combination of left-right hooks, which sent the Ghanaian boxer down to the canvas. And that was what Elvis Ahorgah should have done, putting in more effective counter-punching, but that didn't do well. When he received the punch, he doesn't punch back. That is what we call counter-punching. But I mean that the combination of punches should have been more for him. But, well, when he was standing toe-to-toe counter-punching, he didn't go down well. And one thing that you have to take notice is that these two boxers are all orthodox boxers, so their right hand is their powerful shot. Now, another reason why I believe that Soldier Boxer lost this fight was because Simpson's pressure was relentless. Well, the UK boxer kept Soldier Boxer on the back foot, pushing him against the ropes and landing body and headshot at will. This consistent aggression wore down on Soldier Boxer and limited his offensive opportunities. So when he sent him to the ropes, that is where Soldier Boxer couldn't function properly, and he closed in on him. So when he closed in on him and also gave him distance, sometimes when he wants to punch, Soldier Boxer wasn't able to throw effective shots. That is why when Soldier Boxer was punching, if you've seen the highlight, you realize that his hands was going this way. He should have gone more directly, and well, the pressure was too much on him, and that is why I believe that it didn't go down with him very well to win this particular fight. Now, the 6th reason why I believe that Elvis Ahorgah lost this fight was because he lacked stamina. His stamina was that poor. He hasn't traveled through the distance in a long time. Throughout the later rounds, Elvis Ahorgah looked exhausted and struggled to maintain his pace. Meanwhile, on the other hand, the UK boxer remained sharp and in shape, delivering powerful punches that eventually led to the stoppage of the fight in round 5. Now, the 7th reason why I believe that Elvis Ahorgah lost this fight was because he struggled to control his distance. Well, Soldier Boxer struggled to establish his range, often getting caught by Simpson's close range hooks and uppercuts. This allowed the UK boxer to dictate the exchanges and also dominate the fight. Now, for Ahorgah to land good punches, it means that he had to keep his distance, but always Ahorgah will go close or his opponent will come close. So it made his punches a little bit difficult for him to land, and that is one thing I believe contributed to his downfall. Now, lastly, another thing that I believe that contributed to the Ghanaian boxer's defeat was that the referee's stoppage count was too early. If you watch the fight, you realize that the referee started counting from 6. Let's go watch that and come back. So you realize that the referee didn't start counting from 1, 2, 3, but started counting from 6, 7, 8, 9. By the time Elvis Ahorgah was up by the 9th count, he waved the fight off and didn't allow the fight to continue. If it was the UK boxer Callum Simpson who went down in this fashion, I can tell you that the fight would have continued. But well, these are the reasons why I believe that Elvis Ahorgah lost the fight. But what I like about this particular fight for Elvis Ahorgah is that, well, Soldier Boxer fought like a soldier, and that is one thing that I love about him so much. He fought like a soldier. And secondly, he didn't fear his opponent and fans. Although he was fighting in a different environment, he didn't fear his opponent at all. He went all out and fought very well, except that he didn't have stamina. Well, the 3rd thing I like about Elvis Ahorgah was that he gave Simpson a very great fight. He thought he was going to have a walk in the park, but the Ghanaian boxer surprised him very well. He didn't expect his face to be red in this particular fight, but Elvis Ahorgah fought very well and he made a good account of himself. Now, one thing I also like about him that is Soldier Boxer is that he increased enthusiasm, excitement, and expectation for the fight. And all people didn't know the fight. Even people didn't know who Soldier Boxer is, but through his interviews and press conferences and at the way he was talking and all that, people wanted to know who the Soldier Boxer is. And his name even interests people. Like, who is this Soldier Boxer? Where is he coming from? Is he Ghanaian? Is he African? And all that. So he increased excitement and enthusiasm for the fight. And lastly, the fifth thing that Elvis Ahorgah did that I really liked very much is that he advertised Ghana to the world once again. You know, Ghana is best known for boxing, but in recent times we struggled in boxing. But with this fight that Elvis Ahorgah has gone to fight, well, it will create more attention for Ghana boxing, and I know that very soon more boxers will get international exposures to go and fight abroad. Well, this is where I draw down the curtains for this edition of Sports Updates Ghana. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe to the channel, because over here on the channel I talk more about sports in Ghana and beyond. Talk about football, athletics, boxing, anything regarding sports in Ghana and beyond. You'll find it right here on Sports Updates Ghana. And if you enjoy watching the video, my name is Joseph Adamafio, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out for now.